Hello everyone, this is Mr. Informal doing a thoughts and analysis on Galaxy Note 8. Just want to do a PSA and a disclaimer. I'm having allergies, so if it sounds like I'm having the sniffles, I'm not sick, it's just allergies. So, Samsung Galaxy Note 8. The Samsung Galaxy have announced the Note 8 back on August 23rd, this past Wednesday. And the announcement was in New York City. It was a subtle announcement, but it was also a presentation of, I guess you can say, redemption, clarity, and also to bring original users back to Samsung because of the debacle and catastrophic explosion that was the Galaxy Note 7. I was a fan of that. Maybe I should get the Galaxy Note FE, aka the Fan Edition, but it was a reduced battery. So for the Galaxy Note 8, so first thing first, let's get the specs out of the way, okay? Because this is what we're focusing on. And so I'm looking at this based on GSM Arena. So we got the Gorilla Glass 5. We got IP68 certified, dust and waterproof resistant, and it is waterproof for 1.5 meters, only for 30 minutes. Not only that, the stylus is dust and waterproof or resistant. I think it's more resistant than waterproof. We got Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen, 6.3 inch size screens, 18 by 9 ratio. So that is interesting. 6.3, which is 0.1 inch bigger than the Galaxy Note 8. We also got the screen is HDR10 compliant 3D touch, always on display. We got Android 7.1 Nougat. The chipset is depending on where you are. We have the Exynos 8895 octa-core, but since I live in the US, we're gonna get the Snapdragon 835. The RAM is 6 gigs. Yes, I said that right, 6 gig. The internal storage will be normal, which is 64. Some regions may get 128 or 256. Another big one is dual 12 megapixel camera. One of them is a 1.7 and the other one is 2.4 aperture, and both of them have optical image stabilization, which is huge. Very big feature here. And not only that, it's a 2x optical zoom, combination of both of them. We also have 8 megapixels f1.7 on the front autofocus. Sadly, there isn't image stabilization. We also have Type-C 3.1. We got the fingerprint scanner next to the heartbeat scanner instead of next to the camera, a la Galaxy 8, Samsung Galaxy 8. And then what else we got? We got a reduced battery capacity from 3500 milliamps to 3300 milliamps compared to the Galaxy Note 8. I actually think they can make this a 34 milliamps, but it seems like Samsung is not taking a risk. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure this is a powerhouse of a smartphone, so I'm very sad that it is a 33 milliamps battery. I actually don't think that the pen takes up that much space. I think for a bigger device, I think they could have made the battery capacity much bigger. Another sad thing that US is not going to get, we only get 2 colors. We only get the midnight black and the orchid gray. there are 4 total colors that Samsung is introducing for the Note 8, and I really find them monotone. I'm not a fan of them except for one. So the 4 total colors is Midnight Black, Orchid Gray, Maple Gold, which I don't understand why, and Deep Sea Blue, which is my favorite color, and everyone is buzzing about that color, and that is the color to get. I really don't understand why the US is not getting it. I doubt it's the carrier, and don't even try to defend the carrier, because think about it, all carriers are getting the same color. But here's the thing, if you look at the Galaxy 8, how come Best Buy get the, which one it was, the coral blue? Yeah, the blue coral color, and it's only exclusive to them. Samsung should have just brought all 4 of them. What's wrong with having all 4 of them? If Apple can introduce all colors, why not Samsung? I don't understand why Samsung is all holding back all the colors, and sincerely is not the carrier's fault here. I blame this on Samsung. And the rumor price is around $900 to $1,000. I'm looking at the carrier pre-orders. We're looking at $930, and that's only on pre-orders. So there are certain regions that have dual SIM, blah, I don't think it's dual active SIM. So that's basically it for the specs. I'm not gonna talk about audio, because audio is nothing to talk about, because yeah, it's better than before, but it's alright. It's not LG V20. So what are my thoughts on this? So first and foremost, I do like the 18:9 aspect ratio, easier to hold. I'm also glad that they also improved the Note pen, but I really don't understand why they can't just stick to one pen design. They're always improving, which means you can't use them from previous Note. So I find that inconsistent, but it's good to have upgrade. The battery capacity, you all know how I feel about that. I actually think they could make it 3400 milliamps, but it looks like they don't want to take that risk, and it seems like they don't have confidence within themselves, and they do not have confidence in their testing, even though they have implemented this battery testing facilities for testing all Samsung batteries. So I really find that interesting. Not only that, 64 gig is, I don't think we're gonna get 128 gigabyte storage. I actually think every one is going to get 64 gig, and obviously there's a micro SD expansion. But here's the thing, 6 gig of storage RAM. I like that because it is future proof. If you buy this phone, it will last you at least 2 years. It is a powerhouse of a phone. And the dual camera with optical image stabilization, both of them in the back, again, that is big. This phone will last you at least 2 years just for those 2 reasons. And obviously it can shoot 4K, but man, optical image stabilization on both cameras. The only thing that is lacking was the front camera. HTC showing us that it can have optical image stabilization in the front, why this couldn't have it, right? So I like that feature right there. We have Bluetooth 5.0 actually, even though I didn't bring that up, but everyone's having Bluetooth 5.0, which is pretty good. Again, something that is coming in the future. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about software yet, but as for the price, $1,000, man, that's laptop money. Would I buy Galaxy Note 8 instead of laptop? I'd say no. So if I had to recommend you to buy this phone now, I'd say wait a couple months, maybe get it for $800 or $700. That should be about the right price. That should be the price actually. I mean, I'm not really a fan of water and dust resistant. I can see where it's helpful, but if this device costs this much, I think you should have a case on it, and there are cases out there that can make your phone be dust and waterproof or water resistant. I would prefer removable battery, which this phone absolutely needs due to the lower battery capacity. And I can't believe we're only getting 2 colors. I would love to see the deep sea blue. I blame this on Samsung, nobody else, because if they could bring it, they could provide it. Obviously it's their own device. And the S Pen, I'm glad that the S Pen has been improved on. Obviously it has more sensitivity to it, has more features on it, has more uses on it. Again, it's the Note. Without the S Pen, the Note is nothing. It's basically a Galaxy 8. And here's the thing, okay? So obviously they did something with the Note that you can add animated GIF to it, whether it be animated writing using the S Pen, whether it be dual apps that can launch at the same time. You could also have a shortcut to that. That was pretty cool of them. And that's basically it for the software, because there's really not much to talk about except added S Pen features, and I'm sure it will trickle down to the Galaxy 8, that also other Galaxy devices from Samsung. So who is this for? Well, obviously we can talk about the nerds, the geeks, the enthusiasts, the professionals, or the whatever you want to call yourself, who loves the Note. If you're a Note fan, then yeah, this is for you. But for the general consumers, okay, if you're a student who likes writing instead of typing, then this is for you. If you like to jot things down, then this is for you. If you like bigger screen just to watch entertainment, then this is for you. Now, if you're the type of yourself, you're on a budget, this is not for you. You should wait maybe a couple months or 1 year to bring the price down. Because I don't think that a general consumer should pay $1,000 for such a device that is the same price as a laptop, and a laptop can do more. And if you are going to pay monthly, then I absolutely think that it's not worth it. Because why pay now when you can wait a couple months or a year to bring the price down? You're in a lose-lose situation. Yes, if you gotta have the latest device, I can understand that, but it is not worth it. A device should not be running your life. You should be running the device. So for something that has the value going down the first time you use it, it's not worth it, especially $1,000 price. That was my biggest concern, is that how could something be $1,000 when a laptop that costs $1,000 can do more? Yes, it has the latest and greatest, but what is the latest and greatest? Is it the dual camera optical image stabilization? Yeah, but is that $1,000? Is it the processor? I don't think so. Is it the S Pen? I don't think so. The S Pen has been there. I mean, it's the same materials, same device. I mean, what is there to have it cost $1,000? There's nothing about this phone that say it's $1,000. Yes, I am talking about the price here on and on, but you gotta keep in perspective that $1,000 is a lot of money, and not everyone can afford it, especially the general consumer who doesn't upgrade every year or even every 2 years. So they have to see it and ask themselves, is it worth the price of paying this on the first day that it is released or available in retail? I'd say no. In the future, I will own this device due to the fact that it's such a future-proof phone, and I think it might be an instant classic. And I actually think the Galaxy Note 7 or FE was a classic, or will become classic. Heck, it's actually a legendary status right now. But again, Samsung could have brought all the colors. I would love to see the deep sea blue. I cannot believe they did not bring the emerald green from the Galaxy S6. That color was amazing. And so to conclude, is this phone great? Yes. Is this phone for you? Well, if you ask all the questions, then it could be. But you have to ask yourself, if you're the type to upgrade every year, then it's certainly not for you. But if you are the type to keep your phone for a long time, then this is certainly for you. And so, this is Mr. Informal with the thoughts and analysis of the Galaxy Note 8. Hopefully, this phone will stay on retail and availability for a long time, and no accidents will happen. And so, that's basically it. This is Mr. Informal signing out.